I am so confused right now. Rarely do I get confused like this. You spend as much time as I do analyzing the world of the woke. You become adept at reading through the minutia. You become an expert at understanding the language of stupidity. But when I read the story that I'm about to share with you, and I had to read it 4 or 5 times across 7 or 8 different media outlets, but as much as I read it, I was still extremely confused. For a second, I started to become worried about myself. Have I been spending too much time doing this? Am I becoming dumb just like the people that I make fun of every day? Are the woke starting to rub off on me? Doctors say heavy drinkers, alcoholics, people who drink a bottle of liquor every day, they do irreversible damage to their brain over time. Many doctors feel the same way if you spend too much time around social justice warriors. You hang around these people too much, you start to become a dumbass yourself. I was concerned that by reading and analyzing the ignorant all day, every day, I too was becoming dumb. But then I realized something. I'm not becoming a dumbass. This story is just so ridiculous, it doesn't make sense to anyone. We are setting a new benchmark this afternoon on the channel. No, it is not hitting 19,000 subscribers, which, by the way, and I know I say this all the time, every time we hit a new benchmark on the channel, I say this, but I really do appreciate you guys for the continued support. We have added, I think it's almost 1,000 new subscribers in the last 7 days. I had set a personal goal to reach 20,000 subscribers by Memorial Day. Now, it's entirely possible that we hit that number by the end of March, and all the credit goes to you. I'm just the dope that says out loud what you're thinking. All I do is share information with you. You guys are responsible for the growth of the channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. But the new benchmark that we're setting today, I think that's what you call it, a benchmark. Maybe I should just say a first for the channel, because for the first time, we're going to be talking about the Orlando Pride. Now, I'm sure many of you are thinking, what the fuck is the Orlando Pride? Is that a ride at Disney World? Is that a neighborhood in Orlando exclusive to the LGBT community? No. None of those things. The Orlando Pride is a professional soccer team. I guess you can call them professional. The players are paid just enough money to be living above the poverty line, but they're paid to play soccer nonetheless, so I guess they're considered professional. The Orlando Pride, they play in the NWSL, something else you likely have never heard of. We haven't talked about the NWSL in a while here on the channel. For those of you that have been following me for a while, I will give you a brief refresher. The NWSL is the women's soccer league that no one watches. It's the group of ladies last year that were pushing to be paid more money while the league is on the brink of bankruptcy. The Orlando Pride, they have been in the NWSL since 2016. Their stadium has a capacity of over 25,000 seats. They fill about 1/5 of those during their games. Now, I'm not sure which division of the NWSL the Orlando Pride play in. Could be the gay division, the non-binary division, the gender fluid division, the asexual division. Hell, I don't fucking know. What I do know, judging by their attendance numbers, people in Orlando likely just figured out they have a women's soccer team in town, because this story is all over the local news in Orlando today. It was even picked up by ESPN. ESPN. For months, ESPN didn't feel like Leah Thomas crushing dreams was important enough to talk about. But when it comes to the falsely named Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, ESPN is all over the story. We didn't feel Leah Thomas needed coverage because she is bravely breaking barriers. We here at ESPN, we feel it's important to protect the children of Florida. We must fight against this bill so teachers are allowed to educate our children on how to properly fuck a plunger. Last weekend, the Orlando Pride, they hosted the Washington Spirit. What the fuck is with these team names in this league? Can't the NWSL, can they be any more woke? What happened to team names like Panthers, Lions, Dodgers, Athletics? The NWSL, they're full of names like Spirit, Pride, Courage. Let's go, Courage, let's go. It's just weird. Anyway, there is a group in Orlando called the Black Swans. The Black Swans. The weird get weirder. The Black Swans are a drinking club and a recognized supporter group of the Orlando Pride, which means they are the only people that attend their games. For the low price of $25 per season, you too can be a Black Swan. Ooh, how I want to be a swan. The group has a list of rules on their website. They call it their code of conduct. Rule number 2. No political or inciting messages at Orlando Pride games. I want you to remember that rule. That rule is extremely important for the context of this situation because at the game last weekend, the Black Swan hung a banner and one of the words on that banner was a trigger word. Gay. Oh, I get so triggered by the word gay. Like I said, I have read through 7, 8 articles on this story. I can't find the full message that was on the banner, but from what I can gather, the Black Swans oppose the falsely named Don't Say Gay bill in Florida. Couple of things here. Number 1, aren't the Black Swans breaking their own rules? Like I said, rule number 2, no political or inciting messages. It doesn't get more political than opposing a bill written by politicians. I'm pretty sure that is the definition of political. Stop using logic, KC. This is not about politics. This is about the rights of the LGBTIA++ and % parents to send their children to schools with the confidence they'll be taught how to swap their wiener for a peach. Number 2, you're probably thinking, what's the story here? An LGBT group attending an LGBT league with an LGBT sign opposing an anti-LGBT bill that's not really anti-LGBT, it's just anti-freak. I'll tell you what the issue is. The Orlando Pride refused to allow the Black Swans to display the banner at the game last weekend. They forced them to take it down because it included the word gay. So let me get this straight. I mean, this is a real-life version of the woke turning on the woke. You have the Orlando Pride, a team named for gay pride, playing in the NWSL, a league tightly associated with the LGBT community. The Black Swans. Do I need to explain? I mean, look at the name, the Black Swans. The group. They hang a banner opposing the same bill the Orlando Pride supposedly oppose, and the team forces them to take it down. Like I said, the woke turning on the woke. This outright defiance of the woke agenda created a shitstorm in the world of video games, Twitter, and lifelong non-binary gender voidism. The Orlando Pride began receiving pressure and resistance, so what do? What do all social justice warriors do when they find themselves in a confrontation? They bend over and they issue a bullshit apology. Look at this fucking statement. Over the last 2 days, we have met with numerous gargoyles and genderless groups. We have realized the error of our ways. We admit we were focused on following our own policies and procedures. We forgot about the intent of the message behind this banner. That message being, please let teachers explain to your 6-year-old boy that it is okay for him to pee sitting down so he can effectively apply his makeup. They made sure to include boner words like inclusive in their statement. Please forgive us. We thought about your erection and included the word inclusive. Please. Leave me out of your inclusion. I don't want to be included in the Black Swans or the Orlando Pride or the NWSL. Judging by their attendance, Neither do the 302,000 normal people living in the city of Orlando. I wish that I knew what the banner said. Had this happened at a sporting event that mattered, that people care about, there would be actual people there that took pictures. Because this happened at an NWSL game with the only people in attendance associated with the Black Swans, I couldn't find any pictures of the banner. The Black Swans, they issued their own statement and published it on Reddit, but they didn't explain the messaging on the banner. But have no fear, we might see the banner this weekend. The Orlando Pride, they have assured the Black Swans that it is okay to hang your gay banner at the gay game this weekend. Now, this is just speculation on my part, but if I had to guess, the Orlando Pride made them remove the banner because there were children in the crowd. Normal parents don't want their children exposed to sexuality. Whether it's heterosexuality, homosexuality, it doesn't matter. They don't want their kids exposed to it. Now, I understand them wanting the banner taken down, but I'm speaking strictly from a business perspective here. It kind of creates a problem for the Orlando Pride. There are more flies surrounding horseshit on the field than there are people sitting in the stands. You have one group that supports you, the Black Swans, and you go out and purposefully piss them off? When you don't have thousands of supporters, from a business perspective, it's important to cater to the very few supporters that you have. But I guess there's one good thing about this story for the Orlando Pride. For the first time, they made national news. People living in Orlando finally know they have a soccer team. Now, of course, by already being woke to begin with and folding to the pressure from their own peers, I highly doubt attendance increases because of this. But give me your thoughts. Here we have the woke turning on the woke. But look at the bright side. The NWSL finally made national news. 99.9% of the country, myself included, we didn't even know the NWSL season had started. Like Bomani Jones, NWSL games don't crack the top 150 in the ratings. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.